And our company, by the way, has been just growing like crazy. We double in size every year. We spread to 81 different countries. We now have two families earning over $1 million a year, four families in that 500,000 plus range, 20 plus families in that quarter million range, almost 100 families making over 100 grand a year. And guys, this year, our company predicts we will have another 100. We will over double the number of $100,000 earners this year alone. We'll double the number of $1 million earners and every other category you can imagine. My job tonight is to make sure that money's flowing into your family and not somebody else's family. Because when you understand our concept, it's very, very simple that even people like me have been able to go out there and have incredible success. Now, for those of you that I have not previously met, my name is Todd. I am broadcasting from our home in Southern California. In fact, when I'm done here tonight, I'll be driving to our home in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, my wife managed a Kohl's department store, did that for 20 years. So we were a pretty average family. It doesn't get any more average than I manage a Kohl's department store. You live paycheck to paycheck, just like everybody else, driving your Toyota Corolla down the road. Please don't break down. Please don't break down, because I'm not sure we can afford to fix it. Well, we had a daughter that played softball, and she had this incredible collegiate career. In fact, she set the home run record at her college with that very ball right there. I keep that on my desk, very special. But, obviously as a parent, you don't want to miss a single game. You don't want to miss a single home run. And so we're, traveling the country, living in hotels, living in rental cars, wanting to catch all her collegiate games. So naturally, we were open to the idea of saving money on travel. Now, by the grace of God, okay, the corporate offices for this company are 13 minutes from where I sit right now. I'm 13 minutes from the world headquarters. I live in the same town. I've known the owner of this company since 1998. He's one of the most successful entrepreneurs in our entire community. In fact, he was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year Inc. magazine. He pioneered the mobile car washing industry in all of Southern California. You can see his trucks driving down the road with his picture on the side of the trucks standing next to his Porsche, right? I mean, everybody knew who this guy was. And so when David said, man, I got this new product, this new thing I'm rolling out, and I'm telling you, it can save you a fortune on travel, I was all ears. And so I said, hey, man, if you can save me money, let's try it. So we tried the product, guys. Next thing you know, we're booking hotels 50% off, 70% off. So we're saving all this money on travel. Well, all the other sports parents, you get the softball parents, baseball parents that we do, they're like, wait a minute, hold on, you went where? For what price? How are you getting these rates? It's this travel thing we joined. What travel thing, and how do we join it? And so we started to share the membership. Well, guess what? They joined, they began to save money on travel. Well, nobody goes on vacation without bragging about it on social media. Nobody goes on vacation without doing what I call a photo dump on social media. Well, with us, people weren't just bragging about where they went. They were bragging about what they paid, which caused their friends and family to say, wait a minute, you went where? For what price? How did you get that rate? It's this travel thing I joined. And guys, from there, it just began to spread person to person. Next thing you know, it spreads to 81 different countries. So my wife and I have customers in 81 countries. Guys, I was born and raised in Champaign, Illinois. That's farmland. I had a lawn and landscape business growing up, so I never saw an ocean or a mountain until I was in my late 20s. Never even left the country until a handful of years ago. And to have customers in 81 countries, I barely speak one language, English. I promise you, it's not me. It's not some skill set that I have or something that my wife did. It is the power of showing people how to do the one thing they've always wanted to do their entire life at a price they never even knew was remotely possible. And we went from living paycheck to paycheck till we just completed our second year in a row where we earned over $1 million per year from the company. And I say that not to impress you, but to impress upon you that we are two everyday, very normal, average, no specialized skills, don't speak multiple languages. And if we did it, every single one of you guys can do the exact same thing if you so wish. And we're going to get into the details here, but the name of our company is Travorium. That is the combination of two words, travel and emporium. We are an emporium of travel. We are Travorium. The company will begin its 14th year in business, by the way, here in just another month or so. By the way, the company reported last night, we have paid out over $72 million in commissions to people all over the world. The paychecks go out on time, every time, as they have for the past 13 years. We have customer service in multiple languages. We have customer service 20 hours a day for our partners and 24 hours a day for our travel customers. And you see that incredible couple there on the screen. Those are our founders. That is Mr. David and Adela Hart. They are world-class entrepreneurs. In fact, Mr. Hart was a finalist, as I mentioned earlier, for Entrepreneur of the Year. Inc. magazine said that. Now, he's going into the single largest industry in the world. And a lot of people don't know that. Travel is currently twice the size as the oil industry. So we all know there's huge money in gas and oil. Travel's twice as big. And according to Bloomberg Finance, it is growing so rapidly it soon will become 3 times as big. This industry is exploding. Why? The one thing everybody wants to do. And when people join our company, they can book it better than travel agent rates on resorts, hotels, cruises, car rentals, parks, tours, activities, entertainment, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets. Oh, you're going to Disney. Oh, you're going to Six Flags. Oh, you're going to the movies. Oh, you're eating out. Oh, you're buying gifts for people. Oh, you want to save money on your car insurance. You want to save money on your mobile phone. You want to, guys, there's so many ways that you can save money with our company. You're going to hear from people like my buddy Dave Meany and Adam Morrow and Hillary and Janice Yates. I mean, people that are saving $5,000-$10,000 with the company. Now, guys, the biggest membership we sell, we have 3 levels of membership. We got our small, our medium, and then the big one, right? I mean, the biggest one we sell, the big bad boy, okay, is going to give you 2 unbelievable, mind-blowing, mind-altering vacations every 12 to 14 months, okay? That big, huge package I'm talking about, it only costs $135 a month. Now, if you're saving $5,000 to $10,000 a year, and again, we're just getting started. I'm going to validate, document, I'm going to pound on my desk, I'm going to prosecute this case so that you know that every bit of this is 100% true. If you are saving $5,000 to $10,000, you're saving thousands of dollars more than it even costs for the biggest membership we sell. What does the membership cost you? Well, nothing. And if you're getting 2 vacations a year with that membership, what are you paying for the vacations? Well, nothing. There it is. That's the first way. That's the calling card. We're not just showing people how to save money on travel. We're showing people how to earn free travel. And I've just gotten started, right? That's just one of multiple ways. I'm going to show you tonight how you can travel the world with your family without tapping into the already stretched family budget. We don't want any of your existing money. We want to help you create new money, new savings, tax write-offs, new income. We're going to show you how to do that. It's not hard. Anybody can do it. And people are traveling the world and having the absolute time of their life. Now, with our company, you are absolutely positively guaranteed to save money every single time. In fact, if you can find a rate lower than ours on any public site, good luck with that. But if you do, get fired up, send it into the company. They will not only match that rate, they will refund 10% of your money. Now, this is part of the documentation over conversation. Here on the screen, you see on the left, that's us. You see on the right, that's Expedia, okay? Expedia, you see the price there? It's almost twice our price, right? Retail bad, wholesale good. Now, people say, wait a minute, hold on. This is the same place, the same room, the same date, the same pillow, the same shower, the same everything. How are you guys getting a better rate than Expedia? How are you guys $2,136 less? And guys, the answer is that we do not have a better rate than Expedia. $2,300 is the published travel agent rate. Lots of people have access to that rate. What we have is a different model. Expedia takes the price $2,300 and they decide to mark it up to $4,000 whatever so that they can go pay for tens of millions of dollars in commercials on television. We don't do that. We brought the Netflix model to the travel industry. And so if you think about Netflix, they don't make money selling movies. They make money selling you a monthly membership that most of you belong to, and you pay it every month. Yeah, you know you do. Pay that Netflix bill every month, and you get to watch an unlimited number of movies. They're not making money selling movies. They're making money selling access to unlimited movies. We don't make money selling travel. We make money selling access to travel with no markup. Hence, you can book for $2,000 instead of $4,000. Now, if you're somebody who travels once every 4 years, you only go to grandma's house, you got no desire to travel, no desire to make money, you're better off at Expedia. But if you're like the rest of us, man, I want to travel, I want to go on vacations, I want to have fun, right? We are going to save you an absolute freaking fortune. Not if, not maybe. That is not a dispute. It is not in doubt. It is a stone cold fact. And again, we're just getting warmed up. Now, to help you understand the travel industry, this is part of that documentation over conversation. I want to play for you guys a very short clip from NBC News Investigative Reports. Here we go.
If you go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of one or two companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company. Many savvy travelers look for the best hotel deals online.
I usually look at sites that kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by one of two companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
There you go, guys. You got to hear it directly from NBC News Investigative Reports. The same two companies own every single travel site you can think of. So the general public's out there, and when they want to shop travel, guys, this is all across the world. We're talking billions of people every day. Well, honey, let's go check Expedia. Let's go check Orbitz. Let's check Travelocity, Cheap Tickets, Hotels.com, Trivago, Kayak, going all these different places, spending all of this different time. And these guys are sitting back the entire time going, I wonder who they're going to choose. Because the money's coming to the same place no matter who you choose. The fix was already in. And as you heard from NBC News, calling the hotel directly isn't going to help you because the hotels get all of their business from these same two sites. If you undercut their price, they kick you off their platform and enjoy bankruptcy. That's not about to happen. So there's this price collusion that's been going on in the travel space that's allowed these guys to jack the rate up to, astronomical numbers. Look on the screen. On the right, that's Expedia. On the left, that's us. Guys, we don't have a better rate than Expedia. $19.23 is the rate. These guys chose to mark it up $3,100 and some odd dollars. At some level, that should infuriate you. How many moms and dads save up all year long, dreaming of taking their kids out to California? Man, we're going to go to Disney World. We're going to the beach. We're going to SeaWorld. We're going to go to the zoo. And mom was like, we ain't going anywhere. Why? Because I got some internet site jacking the rate up, making travel untenable for the average person. That ends tonight. Guys, we're bringing a brand new model, showing people how they can go for $1,900 instead of $5,000. Now, guys, this is just one place in California. But let me ask you something. How many millions of people go to California every single year? How many millions would love to have this information where I could book for $1,900 instead of $5,000? And guys, we can do this city after city. In fact, I'm going to do it later. I'm going to take you on our back office live. I'm going to open up Expedia. I'm going to open up our site. Where you want to go. Thought you would never ask, because this is the in your face, right? And I say that because it's the proof positive, right? That what we're bringing is real, it's true, which is why we're excited. It's why we're growing. Don't mistake my enthusiasm for anything else other than, guys, we're excited about what we got. We're excited about what it's doing for people, and we want that to happen for you. Now, we have every cruise line you can imagine, 44. Hey, you want to look at their price versus our price? It's the same story all over again. We're $1,400 cheaper. And again, this happens with rental cars, hotels, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets. Shopping, dining, so many ways, right? I can sit there and go example by example, city by city, country by country. It's the same thing over and over. Now, as good as all of that is, what really made us big is what I'm about to show you next. This is our Dreamcation platform. And this is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how they can have a dream vacation every single year. Now, I'm going to show this to you from our platinum perspective. It's our number one seller by far, not even close. And with the platinum, you're getting 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months. So every 6 to 7 months, I'm going on another mind-altering 4 and 5 star type vacation, okay? And so I'm going to show you the kinds of vacations, but I want to make sure this is clear. We are not a timeshare. We are the anti-timeshare. We're the company that says never, ever, ever buy a timeshare again. Guys, there's no contracts involved. I always ask people, why would you sign a contract ever? I mean, shouldn't the company want to earn your business month to month? I mean, why would you need a contract? Why would you want to obligate somebody to pay you? I mean, shouldn't you want to be here? And that's how we built our model. You can leave anytime you wish. You can quit any time you wish without any penalty. You don't have to talk to anybody. We got a great big button. You hit cancel. You never hear from us again. No penalties, no nothing. And yet we're doubling in size every year. Why? Because we built something that people actually want to belong to. We built something that they like so much. Man, mom, dad, you got to check this thing out. It's great. We don't advertise, never have. We only get our next customer because we wowed the last customer, right? There's no blackout dates. There's no going to stupid presentations. You don't have to become a travel agent or any of that other stuff that you've ever heard about in your past. This is something completely new, completely different, completely fresh. This is Garza Blanca. It's in Cabo San Lucas. It is a 5-star resort, absolutely incredible. This is the studio room. You guys can see that beautiful hammock out there on the balcony. That's my wife right there looking at the ocean. Hi, honey. And guys, we were here for 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. Nada, goose egg, zip, silch, cero dinero. It translates in every language. If it's for free, it's for me. And guys, we traded in our free platinum travel points. How did you get your platinum points for free? About 5 different ways. But number one, we're saving way more than we're spending. That's the first number one. Number 2, we told 3 other people how they can save money and travel. Now the company, right, doesn't even charge us for the membership because our commissions pay for the membership. Then we're saving thousands in taxes, and now we're earning thousands through the compensation program. This company cost us nothing. You're gonna hear from person after person after person. I've never paid this company a monthly fee in my entire life because I told 3 people. I never paid the company because I'm saving thousands more than it costs for the membership. But guys, you're gonna be going on 2 vacations just like that every 12 to 14 months. If you want to go to the Canary Islands, it's $1 a night. You want to go to Cabo San Lucas, but this time get the 1-bedroom suite. So I got the kitchen, the living room, the separate bedroom. Guys, it's only $149. That's your total price for all 8 days. You want to get the 2-bedroom. I got a bedroom for the kids, a bedroom for mom and dad. Life is good. We got the pull-out couch in the living room. We got the full kitchen, living room, flat screen TV. We got the fireplace, jacuzzi tub in the master suite. Right outside of Disney, it only cost me $142. I'm getting 2 trips like that every single year. Now, the signature thing we do is our world tours. Guys, we have 10 to 18 of these a month. And the world tours are always at 4 and 5 star resorts. Almost always there's food involved. Sometimes they're all inclusive, all the food, all the drinks, all the booze. Sometimes they're only breakfast. But when I say breakfast, every kind of fruit, every kind of juice, every kind of pastry, they got the chefs make up the omelets any way you want. By the time you're done with breakfast, you ain't going to eat lunch. Now, the world tours are a preset date, preset location. So, they're an advertised date. So when you go there, we have people from all over the world that are part of our company going to the same place at the exact same time. Now, I want to be clear. No one's going to know you're a part of our company unless you tell them. You can go there with your family, do your own thing. I don't even know those people. But if you're like a lot of us, right? You're somebody who likes people, right? You're a people-oriented type of person. Well, you're going to get there, and you're going to see people wearing that Travorium shirt. You're going to see people wearing the Travorium hat. You're seeing this Travorium Speedo, right? Oh, you're part of Travorium. Where are you from? Man, I'm from Kansas City. I'm from Belgium. I'm from France. I'm from Morocco. I'm from the Philippines. I'm from Turkey. Guys, we have people in 81 different countries. You're going to meet people from countries you didn't even know existed, but they're going to be people that are just like you. And when you get to meet like-minded people, Like you'll be having a conversation for what felt like 4 minutes. You look at your watch, it was 44 minutes, and you're going to end up with friends in every single country in the world. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going on the most amazing vacations. 4 and 5 star resorts, Ritz Carltons, the Grand Hyatt. I mean, you're the JW Marriott. I mean, places where the rooms are $800 a night, $1,700 a night. You're in those kind of places for next to nothing, and then you're there with these like-minded people. You're like, this is just so epic. No wonder this company is booming. We're selling an experience. You can't even buy online because the best part's not even the trip and the price. It's the people that you're going to meet while you're there. So this is a world tour that we went on not that long ago. This is in Cancun, Mexico. Obviously, we're oceanfront. That's my wife there on the balcony. And as we look over here, you guys can see the swim up bar right there. This is an all-inclusive, all the food, all the drinks, all the booze, everything included. The incredible beach, the ocean. You got the city view at night. You got the sunset right there. Guys, every night, man, we sit in the jacuzzi tub right there, sipping champagne, looking at the sun go down with the breeze in your hair. It'll be a good night, right? Now, where'd we get that champagne? This is my wife sipping the champagne there now. It was in our room when we arrived. I mean, guys, chocolate-covered strawberries, 2 balconies, 2 TVs, 2 bathrooms, right? All the food, all the drinks. This is a 5-star resort, 5-star gourmet, which means this isn't your average food. It's a gourmet. And guys, paid $399. This is one of the 2 vacations we go on every year, and we're going for basically nothing, right? This is a place that we went to. Hold on, right here. This is Crete, Greece. Guys, 4 nights, 5 days. All the food, all the drinks, all the booze, everything included. It's only $179 to be there. My friend Hillary, who will probably get on the Zoom tonight, she was there. Listen to her video. Here we go.
Hello, I just arrived at Crete, Greece. I have to show you my room. It's unbelievable.
You can see the room there. Speed this up a little bit, and you can see the ocean front, guys. All the food, all the drinks, everything included for $179 in your ocean front in Crete, Greece. I mean, unbelievable. Here's the place we went to in Sicily. This is the Grand Palladium. Again, all the food, all the drinks, all the alcohol if you drink it. I mean, everything's included. And here we are one more time, ocean front. We were there for basically nothing. Here's a place in Vail, Colorado, guys. This is the Grand Hyatt. It is one of the nicest ski resorts in the entire world. In fact, here, check out my room. Guys, this is not the lobby here. This is my room. And there's my wife down there, right? Let me scroll down, I guess, because we have a fireplace in the room. Over here, we had a separate bedroom. Guys, we had the river out back there. Guys, this room, I took a picture on the back of the door, goes for $1,700 per night. We were there for like $499 for 5 days with breakfast included. The breakfast is $96 a day for 2 people at the Grand Hyatt. We only paid $4.90. We ate more in breakfast than we even paid to be there for 5 days. This is what I'm talking about. You're going to some of the nicest places in the world for next to nothing. Venice, Italy, $259. You want to go to Dubai and be in an amazing, unbelievable, incredible place for 6 days? $7. You want to go to Montego Bay? You want to go to Las Vegas, Nevada? How about $19 to be in a 5-star for 5 days in Vegas? That's $4 a night. You want to go to Hawaii? $100 a day. You want to go to Manhattan? I was just there. Guys, the room at the Knickerbocker Hotel is $800 a night. You're going to be there 5 days for $399. You want to go to, it said, the Ritz Carlton. This place won an award as one of the nicest hotels in the entire world. This is for you, your spouse, your 2 kids, breakfast and dinner included. Total price $349. And guys, we have 3 levels of membership. We got our small, our medium, and then the one that everyone actually buys. So the small, $52 per month. I'm booking it better than travel agent rates on the, again, hotels, rental cars, cruises, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets. Again, people are saving thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's $52 a month. That price is a joke. We've had countless travel people, travel consultants who've tried to convince us that we should be selling the package for $20,000, $30,000 and $2,000 a year maintenance fees, right? David Hart doesn't want to do that. He wants to democratize travel so that the average person can go, not just the elite. It's $52 a month. Again, the price is a joke. For $22 more per month, You get one actual vacation per year, and then we have the product that everyone actually buys. That's our Platinum. With the Platinum product, you're getting 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months. You're getting tier 1 pricing, everything I talked about. And again, you're going to hear from countless people that they save thousands of dollars more than it even costs for the biggest membership we have. And oh, by the way, if you tell 3 other people how they can legitimately save big time money on travel, you're not even paying for the membership, because at that moment you're earning more in commission from your 3 referrals, and they just take your membership cost straight out of the commissions. Well, then you say, Todd, tell me about the money making side. It's a $99 decision. You get a replicated website, a back office, the tracking, the training, Travorium University, all that stuff. And when you go see your local tax professional, okay, or you guys can chat GTP, you can Google this, you can go to Barnes and Nobles or go see a local tax pro. You're going to find out that when you have a home-based travel business, you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel. Let me say it again, travel, one more time, travel, entertainment, cell phones, miles on your automobile. The average person, verify this with your own CPA, is going to save roughly $4,000 to $5,000 a year in taxes. Well, if I'm saving thousands of dollars more in taxes than it even costs for the membership that's giving me 2 vacations a year, what are you paying for the membership? Well, nothing. And then what are you paying for the vacations? Well, nothing. I mean, guys, there's so many ways that you are going to save thousands more than you're spending. This is not about spending money. This is about saving money, making money, and living the life you'd like to become accustomed to. And again, you can validate every single aspect of our business. So you say, well, Todd, tell me about the compensation program. How do you guys make money? It's a very simple model. I call it incentivized sharing. So if you think about the regular guys, right, the Expedias, they go spend tens of millions of dollars in commercials on television that you don't even watch because you record your shows and fast forward through the commercials. Anyway, they're spending tens of millions of dollars on these commercials, just wasting their money. And what we do is say, you know what, let's not do that. Let's give the consumer an unbelievable deal, 40, 50, 60, 70% off, and let's give them the incentive. So rather than waste our money advertising, we want to give the money to you guys. Let's give you an incentive to share your authentic savings online, to share your authentic story on social media, to share your savings with your friends and family. And what's the incentive? If you go tell 3 other moms how they can save big time money in travel, your kids get free vacations. Like, wait a minute, hold on. I tell 3 other moms my kids get free vacations? Be right back. Be right back. Why did you say so? Guys, that's the mechanism that has caused it to spread from person to person to person, because the savings are real and the savings are unbelievable. And then you got this huge incentive to share that. And other people are like, man, you went where, for what price? How did you get that price? And then it just begins to grow. And the bigger the customer base gets, the bigger that your check's going to get. Now, who thinks that's a good idea? This guy. His name is Warren Buffett. Happens to be the 5th richest man in the entire world. And this is his quote: unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. Now, why would Warren say something just so bold and abrasive like that? Because the rules have changed. The old model that said go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job, it's all going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay. And today, you all know it. Everybody knows it. One of the fastest growing segments of the global economy is the gig economy. People are driving Uber, they're driving Lyft, they're doing DoorDash, Instacart, Airbnb, they're doing TikTok videos, YouTube videos, selling stuff on Amazon and eBay. And guys, all that stuff is great, but it doesn't solve the problem. What is the problem? Back when I was a kid, I was born in 1970, graduated high school in 1989. When I was a kid, watched all the same TV shows that some of you are way too young to remember, but some of you know who I'm talking about, like the Brady Bunch, Leave It to Beaver. Those kind of shows. One person working. One person. They had a great house, great car, great lifestyle. The Brady Bunch, they had a maid. I mean, one person working, they had a maid. I mean, guys, no one was worried about getting laid off with AI. Nobody had trouble paying the bills. That wasn't part of the vernacular or the discussions that went on here in our country. One person working, great life. Well, things have changed dramatically, because we went from one person working to 2 people working. Then it was two people working full-time, someone's got a part-time job. Today you got mom and dad working full-time, they're driving Uber on the weekends, and guys, 7 out of 10 Americans, 70%, 7 out of 10 are not, N-O-T, not even middle class. The average household income in the United States is 80 grand. You can chat GTP, you can Google that. It's 80 grand. But if you want to be middle class, it requires an income of 120 grand. Guys, that is a $40,000 gap. It's not like, well, I'm only $1,000 behind. No, you're $40,000 upside down, and the gap is getting wider every year. You cannot close the gap driving Uber. You cannot close the gap doing Instacart, doing DoorDash, right? Those are great ways to bring in some short-term money, but they're not solving the problem, right? That's why they're starting to build the multi-generational homes here in the United States. That's where you got grandma and grandpa, mom and dad, and adult children, 3 generations under one roof because they can't afford a house any other way. Yeah, there's some pretty major things going on in our economy, and we're showing people how to go into the single largest industry in the world with the Netflix model, something brand new where you can build this massive reoccurring residual income that solves the problem. Now, let me demonstrate the power of what I'm referring to. Here on the screen, this is Pastor Guy Taylor. Him and I share a birthday. We're both born October 5th. He's a great guy. He could have been a TV dad. He just kind of had this incredible professorial type of demeanor, this kind of just wisdom that exuded. And so Pastor Guy, though, he had a lot of health issues. He needed a kidney transplant and some other kind of things. And so he signed up in our company. Went out, told 3 people, got himself some free vacations. He was traveling and having fun. And his family said, man, you're always going on these vacations. What are you doing? I got this travel thing going on. Can we come do it with you? Sure. See, he told 4 people. He put 2 in his left leg, 2 in his right leg. He just got to build 2 legs. Going to build 2 legs straight down. Well, those 4 people, by the way, were saving money on travel, posted on social media, bragging about where they went, bragging about what they paid. Well, next thing you know, they had friends and family say, what are you doing? Where are you getting these prices at? A couple of people said, hey, can we come do it with you? Next thing you know, he had 8 customers in his left leg, 8 customers in his right leg, and he's making himself an extra $550 a month. Well, from there, those 8 people told a couple people each. Well, now he's got 25 customers on the left, 25 customers on the right, and he's making himself a couple $1,000s a month. Well, then unfortunately, Pastor Guy, he passed away. Now, when Pastor Guy died, did that $2,000 per month check go away? No, that check continues to come in. That check lives on. The check lives on. The only question is, who's the money go to? Does it go to your spouse, your kids, your grandkids, your church? In this case, he left it to his granddaughters. They're here on the screen. This is Gracie. She's 6 years old. This is Ava. She's 4 years old. Now, these 2 little girls are too young to run a business, but the money goes into a trust account every single month and gets invested on their behalf. Well, guess what? Those 25 customers that were helping Pastor Guy make that $2,000 a month, they were saving money on travel. They were posting on social media. They had friends of his that said, man, how are you getting these rates? It's this travel thing I joined. They told a couple of people each. Next thing you know, Pastor Guy, even though he had passed away, his customer base got bigger and his check doubled. He doubled his income after he died. Well, then those 63 people on each side told 1 person each. He went to $4,000 to $5,000 a month. Then they told 1 person each, and he went to $9,000 to $12,000 per month. Then they told 1 person each. He went to $15,000 to $16,000 per month. He's about to become a 2-star ambassador. He's gone from $2,000 per month to $250,000 per year since he died. Now, I'm emphasizing that for a reason, guys. The average household income, that's not the average person. That's the average household income. Mom and dad both waking up. Mom and dad both, man, got to get to work, right? And doing the traffic and all that kind of stuff. And just running themselves ragged to make 80 grand a year. This guy went from $2,000 a month to 3 times as much money. 3 times is the average household income since he died. This is what Warren Buffett was talking about when he says, unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. He's not alone, guys. If you go buy the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, he'll tell you the exact same thing. J. Paul Getty, he was a billionaire, tell you the exact same thing. If you find out and go start studying our industry, Richard Branson, he's the billionaire in the UK, owns Virgin Airlines, Virgin Galactic, putting people in space. He was the keynote speaker telling people, guys, this is the direction. Maybe you don't like it, but this is the direction. You can, well, I don't like it. You can be right or you can be rich, okay? You want to be right or do you want to be rich? This is the direction things are going. If you can't beat City Hall, if you can't beat them, join them, right? Guys, we're simply showing people how to do the one thing they've always dreamed of doing their entire life at a price they never knew was possible. And as that team continues to grow, guys, so will the income. We've got 2 families making over $1 million a year, and we're going to double that this upcoming year. Guys, incredible things are happening with the company, but I don't want you to take my word for it. Again, I want to share with you guys some people who got involved with our company, people who've gotten to experience our product. And the very first person I want to go to is my buddy Adam. Adam, if you don't mind, you just kind of come on and tell people your background and what you did, and how you learned how you learned about our company and what's happened since.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, y'all, I'm Adam. I have a background in finance. And about 3 years ago, this concept of booking travel and saving a fortune got thrown my way. And I got really excited because, I saw trips I've always wanted to go on that I kept putting off, but at price points that I could actually afford to go like now, right? So needless to say, I got my platinum partnership. The first trip I booked, I took me and one of my friends to Hawaii. And, I grew up a broke kid in the Northeast United States. So if you say you're going to Hawaii, it's like saying you're going to the moon, because at least in Philly, you can see the moon from Philly. You can't see Hawaii from Philly, right? So my first trip was like a bucket list, right? Quote unquote destination for me. And it was absolutely incredible. Hit up 2 different islands, stayed at 3 different 5-star resorts, and utilized 2 different rental car services. And over that 2-week vacation, saved over $6,000, y'all. That was just my first trip, right? Fast forward the tape 3 years later, I've been on over 22 weeks of holiday, all 4 and 5-star experiences, and I saved over $30,000. 30 grand is what I didn't have to spend to have those experiences. And with me being a finance guy, I'm also a little bit of a numbers guy, right? I'm a little bit of an analytic. And so saving 30 grand is a lot of money to not have to spend. But then my next question is like, well, dang, dude, how much did you actually spend to save that 30 grand? And this is where the rubber meets the road for me, guys, because between the wholesale rate travel agent rate booking engines, between the getaways and the world tours, I only spent about $6 grand of my own money out of pocket to save over $30,000, right? I mean, the math is pretty simple, guys. I was able to save over 5 times more than I even spent because I utilized all 3 of those booking platforms. And then, because I share these experiences with a handful of friends that also like to save money on travel, this started turning into a residual income for me. And what's wild about the opportunity and how rich it really is I didn't come here to make money, y'all. I came here to save money on travel. And because the opportunity is so awesome and the timing is so perfect, it turned into an income stream. And so 3 years later, guys, I make enough money now to supplement my lifestyle where I no longer wake up to an alarm clock. I no longer have to wait for my 30-minute lunch break or ask to go to the bathroom. And then, of course, my biggest dream is to retire my mother. I'm the oldest of 5. I love my mom very much. When she says my back hurts, my knees hurt, I don't want to do this anymore, I want to be able to say, Ma, I got you. I can take care of you. I can take care of my family, and we can still live a pretty awesome life here. So the most fun I've ever had making money, brother. Appreciate you asking me to share.
Hey, Adam, incredible. I mean, again, your financial background, your analytical approach, right? I mean, analyze, and again, I love the people that do that because it helps people understand. Guys, if you just look at it by the numbers, the guy's saving $10,000 a year. Who cares about a $135 a month membership? And I'm saving 10 grand a year. Not to mention, he told 3 people he's not even paying for the membership. Not to mention the tax write-offs. Not to mention the fact that the company's not paying him. He's full-time doing what he wants, when he wants, living his best life, traveling the world, having fun.